Hey, Chris Beck, how you doing?
Doing well, Chris. How you doing?
First of all, happy birthday, happy belated birthday. I know it was a good birthday win for you on Saturday.
Yeah, thanks an awful lot, Chris.
Talking about taking on Towson this week down here. You haven't played Towson down here in Towson in 3 years?
3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Big physical football team, Chris. You know, you watch it and you see what they're doing with the football. Very physical team, very similar to what they were in the last couple of years that we played them. They're going to run the tailback. They're going to play action and hit all the guys on the perimeter. I think their quarterback, Ellis Knudsen, has a rocket for an arm. He can put balls on people. You know, obviously, with Victor being out, you know, you're looking at Weathington and Simpson as the two guys. Weathington had a tremendous day up at Dartmouth. You know, Dessenberg and you know, has good hands on the perimeter. He's a good football player. And I just keep looking at Summers, the big kid, 6'3", 217. These are good football players. We're going to have our hands full stopping them because they run the ball so well, and I think their passive attack can be very, very good. On the defensive side, big people, you know, that run to the football and do a lot of different things. They get off of Wallace. He's a very good linebacker. You know, just like that team. I've always liked the way Rob Stevenson played physical football, and they're still doing it.
Are they a tough 1-5 team? Because it seems like they get close to victory. They lost games by 3, 4, 5, and all that stuff.
They're a lot better than a 1-5 football team. You know, with any luck, they're 4-2. With any other luck, they're 5-1. You know, so this is a football team that has lost a bunch of close ones. Is finding its way. I think what they want to do. You know, I think with Knudsen settling in there, and now with Weathington being in there, I think this is a team who have to play extremely well to beat on the road.
And one last question for you. What do you think about Dave Brock getting fired yesterday?
It's a tough situation. You know, I don't know the ins and outs of it. I know Dave's a hell of a football coach. You know, Delaware, again, is like any team in this league, struggles because it's such a competitive league. And, you know, they beat us up pretty good last year. He did a hell of a job coaching against us. That's a tough situation.
Well, I hope to see you Saturday.
All right, Chris, we'll be there, man.
All right, see you. Love, wide receiver for New Hampshire, the Wildcats, coming off a tough loss last week to good old James Madison up there at homecoming. And this week they take a trip back down south towards Towson to take on the Tigers. So, Malik, just talk about last week. Tough game for you guys. It was homecoming, and also it was your coach's birthday as well. So you were trying to get 2 wins, two good wins for him in one game.
Yes, sir, we was.
Yeah. So, just talk about your season so far. What do you like about this season so far? You guys are doing really well, in the conference and overall.
I think we're a young offense at the moment. A lot of people are getting a lot of early playing time. A couple of freshmen playing on both sides of the ball. I think the offense is starting to click a little bit more. Starting to get the tempo up a little bit better. Defense, we have a couple of young players as well on that side of the ball, and starting to play better as a team overall.
Yeah, talk about this week when you go up against that Towson defense. I know they were not the defense a couple of years ago. I know you're a redshirt freshman, wide receiver, but what do you see on film about their defense?
I feel like there are definitely some spots, some big play openings. I think Cardi's going to do a great job drawing up some schemes for us to take some shots early in the game, hopefully, and overall just keep running the ball and rely on our offensive line to just keep pounding in.
Mm-hmm. So you come from Eastern Tennessee all the way up to New England area. So how did you get recruited by the Wildcats in New Hampshire?
I did a prep year after my senior year in Tennessee at Alcoa High School.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Holderness Prep for 1 year and got an offer early November from the University of New Hampshire. Took a visit in January. Liked the whole campus atmosphere and just the team bonding. And from there, just talked to my mom about the decision and ended up committing from there.
And it's a beautiful time of the year up there right now. So you're up there, it's nice and cool, and fall's changing and all that stuff. So that's probably a good place instead of being down in Tennessee when it's like 85 degrees and it's sweating.
Yes, sir.
Also, just talk about Coach McDowell. He's a good man. Good coach. Seems like he cares about his players. He's also been there for so many years there at that university. So what has he been teaching you about wide receiving?
He's taught me a lot. Just, if you drop a ball, just to keep going. It's a long game ahead of you. Mistakes are going to happen. And just overall, he's just a very, very down-to-earth coach. And he wants it just as bad as we do. Game day, it's like he's ready to suit up with us and go out there and play.
Yeah. So you redshirted last year. So was that just basically a coach's decision to have you ready for this year because you were probably behind a lot of good wide receivers, or were you injured?
I was behind a couple of receivers last year. I had a senior ahead of me, Jared Allison last year, and Cardi talked to me before the first game of the year and told me that if anything were to happen as of last year, that I would probably go in the game. But as far as at the moment, they wanted to redshirt me to save me.
Okay, cool. Well, Malik, I know you're a busy guy. I know you have your studies you have to get done, and I know you guys have to take that long plane trip from up there down to here in Towson University down here in Maryland. So I hope you have a great rest of the week, and hope you have a good flight to here, and I hope to see you Saturday.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, man. That's Malik Love there, the wide receiver for New Hampshire. And we'll be back here on Herb FM Sports Radio. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
How's everything going up there? Pretty good?
Everything's going pretty good, I'd say.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm here with Pop Lacey, one of the defensive side of the ball for the Wildcats, and they're getting set to take on Towson this weekend, like we said earlier. So, Pop, thanks for joining us. Just talk about your preparation getting ready for that Towson offense there. They do have a couple good running backs, so one of them is not playing. But what do you see out of the offense of Towson?
Honestly, they're a very physical team. They love to run the ball, but then they also have another offense where they can spread you out and pass the ball just as effectively as well as they can run the ball. So one of our big focuses is going to be probably on stopping the run first because that's their go-to, and then being able to cover over the top of the receivers and making sure we can do well in the secondary. And we are trying to make sure that we can adjust to both their run offense and their passing offense. And that's going to probably be a big thing for us this week, just to make sure we can tackle in space and make sure we can stop their powerful running backs.
And you play safety, so who did you grow up watching? And, like every Sunday, everybody had teams they grew up. Who did you watch to become a free safety or free safety? Who did you watch in the NFL with your game?
Honestly, I grew up in Philly, so I watched a little bit of Dawkins. I also like watching. I forget his name. I watched my cousin who played in the NFL. He didn't play safety, but he played corner.
Okay.
So that was something I always admired. He played for the Jaguars, the Jets, and the Falcons. So I'd always watch him and try to learn from him. And then when he retired, like now this past summer, he's been training me to try to play at the next level. So I watched him, and pretty much he was like my main focus of like who I'd watch, who I'd want to try to either mimic my game after or anything like that, because he has some similar attributes to me.
Wow. And plus, he was probably a good role model for you when you're growing up, watching a cousin of yours in the NFL.
Exactly. I mean, he was a great role model for me, and always comes back and gives back to me, and he always just wants to see me do my best, and always tries to give me tips about how to play and everything like that. So that always helps.
Yeah. So, a question for you: how did you come from Reading, Pennsylvania, all the way up to good old New Hampshire? How did that all come about?
Out of high school, I didn't really have any offers. I only had Division II and Division III. And I knew I wanted to go Division I. I knew I could play at the Division I level. So I ended up taking a prep year at the Kent School in Connecticut.
Okay.
And New Hampshire does recruit Connecticut in the New England area pretty heavily. So I got an offer from them in early December, came up for a visit later on that week, and I fell in love with the place. with my dad. My dad fell in love with the place, and we were just like, hey, they could maybe offer someone else and somebody else get the scholarship before you do if you might not commit. So I was like, you know what? In a meeting with Coach Mack, I was like, hey, Coach Mack, I think I'm going to commit. I really like it here. Love the players, love the team atmosphere, love the coaches. So I love the work ethic that they have in the tradition. So I just ended up committing. And for me, it's always been about like trying to get away from home a little bit.
Okay.
I strive on being on my own. So that was something for me. My dream school is Florida State or either Clemson. So those are both kind of far schools, and I've always wanted to get kind of far away from home. So
yeah, that's interesting. That you want to, so I guess you are way from home, pretty much.
Yeah, about 7-hour drive.
Yeah, so you don't have to deal with your parents bugging you. That's good.
Yeah, that's true. But my dad comes up pretty much every game, which is nice.
Oh, that's good.
I'm only 2 hours away from Towson, so a lot of my family is going to be at the game this week.
Yeah, that'll be cool. And then, so like, literally for you, it's like a local area for you guys. All your family, like you said, your family, friends, and everybody coming to watch the game, and that's good for you. You have like a cheering section, pretty much.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, just thanks for talking to me this afternoon. I know you're a busy guy, because I know studies is the number one thing there at that school, and I know Coach McDowell wants you to have a perfect, attendance and all that stuff because he strives on schoolwork. Yeah, before games. I know he does. So I hope you have a great week of school, and hopefully I'll see you Saturday at Towson.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, sir.
All right, man. That's Pop Lacey, the safety for the Wildcats, and we're done here. We're previewing the Wildcats here on Herb FM Radio.
Well, I'm here with Coach Ambrose after practice here on Tuesday. So talk about practice. What did you guys work on today? Looked like it was a very good practice for a Tuesday.
It was. And Tuesdays are hard. When you're installing new game plans, it's a thinking day. And the goal is to not think, to know your stuff so well. Like, you don't think about breathing, do you?
No.
So you do it pretty good.
Right.
That's the whole point. You get it down to where you know it so well you don't have to think about it. Then you get to use your God-given athleticism to be awesome at the game. So as you grow through the week, it's tougher on Tuesday, it's a little bit better on Wednesday, better on Thursday, and the goal is to have it perfected by Saturday.
So anybody in practice stood out this week?
So far, I'd have to go back and review the film. I was pretty pleased overall just with everybody's effort and focus.
Yeah. With New Hampshire coming in, they're a good squad, and they lost to JMU in a tight game with their homecoming. This week's homecoming for We Are. So what do you see with New Hampshire?
We're both coming off heartbreaking, emotionally draining losses.
Yeah.
And at least we still have homecoming to look forward to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll pretty much be who handles that loss the best. Because they're two evenly matched teams. While our record is not that good, everybody knows we're in every game we're playing. So we just need to close the gap and push that rock over the hill just a little farther.
Talk about the weather. Do you want this on Saturday?
I would prefer to give them a little southern sunshine this late in the year, but while it's going to be hot,
85 degrees on us.
Tuesday, it's Tuesday, Wednesday it's going to be hot, and Saturday it's going to be back in the 60s again. So too bad.
Well, good luck for the rest of the week of practice, and see you Saturday.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll bring that Towson hat.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hello, buddy. I'm here. Summers, wide receiver for Towson. Just got done a nice practice here on a beautiful fall, 85 degrees day.
Yeah.
So just talk about practice today. I know you guys installing the offense. What you see with the offense this week?
I feel like we're growing. I think that we looked great today. We were flowing. Maybe not so much the younger guys, but the kids that have been playing all year. We look pretty good. We look solid out there. Everything with Ellis looks good, so it's feeling good.
Seems like I was just talking to your coach. Tuesdays is the hard day for you guys getting the game plan set for New
Yeah,
Hampshire.
it's just a lot of new plays and game planning. I mean, you come into the week you know a lot, but then they throw in that curveball when you get those new plays, and you just got to focus up and know them.
How hard is that to fluctuate from playing football and you have your studies, plus you have other things you got to take care of being an adult,
The whole time we were practicing, I was just thinking about when it was going to be over so I can study. Because I have
so much
two
stuff.
midterms tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have a lot to do. So That's what I was thinking about some of the practice.
Seems like you have a good season so far. You had a breakthrough game against Francis here.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it like having everybody give you the attention after that?
I think that like all that hard work just kind of paid off a little, and it felt good to get a little recognition.
Yeah, with New Hampshire coming to town, they have a good defense. They're top in the league. What did you guys see with the defense? Well, you being a wide receiver, you have to get through their safeties and all that stuff. So what did you see?
Well, we have a great offense, just to match their defense. They are very strong, but I think that we're a little more athletic than them on the offensive side.
Yeah.
And see if they can keep up with us on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you go because you got stuff to do. Thanks so much, buddy.
Have a good day.
Yeah, I'm here with DeAndre. I think my mom has. With Towson, defensive player. So, DeAndre, talk about today's practice, what you guys learned, getting the system set up for New Hampshire.
Today's practice was intense. It was fast. A lot of respect goes to our coaches for always putting us in the best possible situation. We definitely have a game plan that we believe in as a team, as a player, as us, that we believe is going to help us get the win on Saturday. So it was a great practice, honestly. And I can't be more proud of my teammates and the coaching staff for putting us in a situation and getting one step closer to our goal, which is getting the win.
What do you see on film for New Hampshire? Their offense is very good offense. They click real well. They played against a tough JMU team last week. What did you see that was going to help you on Saturday?
I saw a team that plays together, but we play together too.
Yeah.
So I think that this Saturday will be a dogfight, and I can't wait to play them. They have athletes, as every team does. Every team, you're always going to play against somebody who's has like a quarterback who's this and no lineman is that. Every team has them. So it's all about us. That's the motto here. It's never about our opponents, all about us. So that's the way we practice, the way we prepare, and that's the way we want to run. So.
Did you like the weather today?
Yeah, it was actually good to have the weather today.
I feel like you're in Miami instead of Towson.
I actually like the cold. Me personally, I like cold weather.
Okay.
Because running backs and receivers don't like getting hit when it's cold.
Yeah.
But it was all right. Hopefully it don't get up to the 90s or nothing like that.
Yeah. Well, you got homecoming this weekend, so what does it mean for you guys to win on homecoming? Everybody wants to win homecoming game to make it feel better around here.
It means a lot to me to get this win because of our alumni. A lot of our coaches are alumni. Mm-hmm. So for them, for our seniors, for our university, for pride,
right.
Is in our fight song, pride, respect and courage. So it means a lot to get this win. We have to get this win. There's no other way. We're going to prepare that way.
Right.
And around here, we're going to make sure that we do whatever we can to get this win on Saturday. No matter the circumstance, no matter the adversity, a win's a win. So we got to get it done.
Well, good luck the rest of the week with practice and
Thank you.
grades, and I'll see you Saturday.
Thank you. No problem.
All right, man.